Today I'm in a town that's famous for its pancake races, and it's famous for a hymn that was written called Amazing Grace. Welcome to my channel, welcome back if you are a regular viewer. Today we're in a market town called Olney. It does form part of Milton Keynes, it's right on the outskirts. It has been here for many years. So today we're doing a POV in this lovely little town and hopefully get some good street photography and architecture. So I'll catch up with you in a moment. So today is going to be a bit different because I've come out with the Canon M6 with my favourite street photography lens, which is the Sigma 56mm. It's a lovely lens. So normally I'm out with the Canon M50, but I thought I'd have a bit of a change today. So I'm just going to set the shutter speed to about 1/400th of a second. We're going to put the ISO on 100. It's a lovely bright afternoon, and we'll put the aperture on about 6.3, maybe 5.6. Now the difference between this camera and the M50 is that this has a tilt screen rather than a fully articulating, so I do prefer the fully articulating screen on the Canon M50. The good thing about this camera is you have got dials on the top to change your aperture and your shutter speed. So let's just see how we get on with a bit of street photography. I'll need a few warm-up shots to get started. This small town of Olney is a great place to do a bit of street photography. It's got lots of history. I mean, it goes back to the 1400s, believe it or not, and it is, as I said earlier, famous for the Amazing Grace. It was famous for its pancake races every year, and it's famous for being the centre of the lace industry many years ago. So it is steeped in lots of history, but from a street photography point of view, it is a bit quiet compared with, let's say, going down to London. But nevertheless, I've tried to capture a flavour of the town, taking photos of people and some of the buildings and doors, just to get a feel of what the town is like. Now, from the point of view of the camera, I'm normally out with the Canon M50 Mark II, and this is the Canon M6 Mark II, and they're both really great cameras for street photography, to be honest. The Canon M50 Mark II has a 24.1 megapixel sensor. That's one of the differences. The M6 Mark II has a 32.5 megapixel, and as I said earlier, the Canon M50 Mark II has a fully articulating screen, whereas this Canon M6 Mark II has just a tilting screen. So I'd perhaps prefer the Canon M50 Mark II from that point of view. And again, as I said, this particular camera, you can adjust both the shutter speed and the aperture with two separate dials on top. But other than that, both cameras take all the EFM mount lenses, so they're both great cameras, and this particular camera is a really good discreet small camera for doing street photography. So enjoy the rest of it, and I'll speak to you later. if you find gaps like this, sometimes it's just worth standing there and waiting for something to come past, and you never know what you're going to get. And I was really lucky to get this shot. I thought this was absolutely brilliant. Anyway, I really enjoyed this particular outing. I was only there for an hour and a half with a nice walk around. Hope you enjoyed the photos, and if you did, please give me the thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing so that you don't miss future videos. And thank you very much for watching, and look forward to seeing you in the next video.